we don't do Hall of Fames inside the fragrance community. We don't. Okay, if you go anywhere, people just tell y'all they top 10. Keep it pushing. Some people tell y'all they top 10 fragrances to go walk a dog, top 10 fragrances for a wedding, top 10, top 10, top 10, top 10. Even though that top 10 fragrances get a lot of views, I'll be reluctant to make that because I'm really creative and I'll be trying to be a little different. So in this video, I'm just gonna do the first annual Hall of Fame fragrance edition, if that makes sense, okay? And inside this inductory, I'm going to talk about 10 fragrances from the male and the female line that either get a whole bunch of clone dupes of them fragrances, fragrances that people probably bought 15 different bottles of it. A lot of these fragrances are people's signature scent, like Uber Pure by Xerjoff. Okay, if this fragrance wasn't cloned so many times, being one of the real musky, fruity fragrances, I wouldn't even be on this list. Okay, so for Xerjoff, I really thank y'all for making this fragrance. Y'all did a great job. There's a lot of people that don't like it. Okay, there's a lot of people out here that do like it, but I think everybody in the fragrance game, if you did smell Uber Pure, you can understand that you can give it some type of appreciation. You can understand the respect that this fragrance get, especially when you compare it to other fragrances, and if you see how many other companies made money by just recreating this scent. Even me, okay, when I was creating the Jop, I'm like, man, I love the Uber Pure type of vibe, but I don't want to copy them one-on-one. Okay, so I'm gonna make something that's real musky, fruity, but I wanted to have like this little cognac peach vibe to it, and I end up making a masterpiece off of being inspired from this fragrance. So I think it just deserves a spot inside the Hall of Fame. It's locked in. I look at fragrances nowadays like the NBA, football. Okay, when somebody go into the Hall of Fame, they there for life. And like I said, these gonna be the 10 fragrances that I say should go in the Hall of Fame so far. And in the future, you know, I'm gonna keep asking y'all, going in the comments. Y'all gonna vote. You feel me? But these is just my picks that I already know is gonna be in the Hall of Fame, whether y'all vote or not. Especially this fragrance coming up, Creed Aventus. Creed Aventus literally put Aeromoth on the map. We didn't know what an Aeromoth was until Club in the Week got into a few influencers' hands, and they let y'all know there was one-on-one of Creed Aventus. A lot of people that was getting into the fragrance game couldn't afford Creed Aventus. I remember, like I had to save up. I put aside like $50, like every check, for like a couple months to pick up Creed Aventus. If y'all was new to this, not new to this channel, but if you had seen my videos in the beginning, Creed Aventus was like one of the first fragrances I had, because I understood that I can't even really start a fragrance channel without having the king of fragrances. So that's why I had picked up Creed Aventus. Creed Aventus, like I said, put Aeromoth on the map. There's a lot of companies out there that make dupe fragrances. They got, you know what I'm saying, Creed Aventus vibes, Creed Aventus flavors, you feel me? And yeah, man, this is one of them fragrances that can pull you men and females. We always joke about that as well. So even the Creed memes out there, even when Jeremy Fragrances was calling this the king of fragrances, even when I was calling it the king of fragrances, a lot of people all around the fragrance community call Creed Aventus the king of fragrances. It's really like a no-brainer, man. Got that pineapple, got that real nice tart, tight, punchy dry down. It's one of them fragrances, when you smell that Creed dry down, you know it's Creed Aventus. It got such a distinctive smell. It's the king of fragrances for a reason. Try to buy Creed Aventus from a licensed retailer, because you would hate to get a fake bottle and you spent like $300. Another fragrance I'm putting in the Hall of Fame is Jean Paul Gaultier's Ultramar. Okay, I in my opinion think this is the most popular Jean Paul Gaultier fragrance. I honestly don't know how it became so popular. I think it's probably that vanilla that's in this fragrance, but I do know when Afnan created 9 p.m., they really kind of like solidified Jean Paul Gaultier's Ultramar of being one of the most well-known fragrances out there, because so many people was making dupes of this fragrance and buying the original. I gotta put the original inside the Hall of Fame. We got what? We got Lattafa Ram. You know what I mean? We got that bottle's so ugly, but we got the F9 and a lot of, and so not even a lot of, but it's like after Jean Paul Gaultier came out with this kind of vanilla fragrance, it's like every major designer company came out with a fragrance that had vanilla in it. It just kept happening back to back to back, to the point where almost 10 years later, if you look into the fragrance game and you don't see a fragrance of vanilla in it, you be like, what is it gonna smell like? But usually almost 80% of the new fragrances that come out got vanilla in it, and it's all like cousins of this Ultramar right here. And because this fragrance right here is what started the race, gotta have this inside the Hall of Fame. So shout out to Jean Paul Gaultier for creating such a masterpiece that was real pivotal and paving the way and inspiring all these other companies to be like them. Okay, another fragrance I want to talk about is Dior Sauvage. And the reason why I want to talk about Dior Sauvage is because I think this is probably one of the only fragrances like that so many people tried to clone, but they failed to get it to smell exactly like Dior Sauvage. I smelled almost every single clone of Dior Sauvage, and it's like, bro, y'all just can't get it, bro. Y'all just not. I don't know what they did, bro. It's like maybe they not telling y'all the truth about the notes they putting inside this fragrance. I don't know what they doing, but I do know that this fragrance right here, masterpiece, it spawned so many different flankers. Actually, the formula that Dior came up with when they was like, we about to do the eau de parfum, the parfum, and the elixir, they was the first company to come out with all four of them concentrations: the eau de toilette, eau de parfum, parfum, and elixir. Usually companies will come out with an absolute. Sometimes companies will come out with an intense. You feel me? Dior Sauvage, I don't know what made them come out with an eau de parfum and parfum and elixir. And also, when they came out with their elixir, they was the first designer brand coming out with an elixir. And then that's when 1 Million came out with their elixir. Then that's when everybody got elixir now. It's like, it basically is like you looking forward to it. As soon as you see a company drop a toilette, you kind of already know it's about to be an eau de parfum, parfum, but then they gonna smack y'all with the elixir. Dior Sauvage paved the way for everybody to label their concentrations a certain way, and then going into the Hall of Fame just because of that. And it's still a hot compliment and fragrance that smell real good. People love that magnetic cap. It's great, and it's going up in price too, so just pay attention to that. Another fragrance that is literally like its rival. Like if you look at Dior Sauvage like it's Pepsi, or you look at it like it's Goku, or you look at it like it's the PlayStation 5, you know Blue de Chanel is the Coca-Cola to the Pepsi. It's the Vegeta to the Goku. It's the Xbox to the PlayStation. Blue de Chanel and Dior Sauvage has been rivals forever to be one of the best workhouse smelling fragrances. And in my opinion, I still think Dior Sauvage is the king of of this whole new generation of blue fragrances, on the simple fact that Dior Sauvage, in my opinion, projects more. I feel like when somebody got some Dior Sauvage on, you can kind of smell it. Now, it don't project as much as YSL, okay? But it do project. I think it's that Ambroxan they put inside here. But I don't want to say Blue de Chanel is a slouch. It's not a slouch. It's just got that woody, and that woody just don't hit like the Dior Sauvage. But I do want to put Blue de Chanel inside the Hall of Fame as well, for obvious reasons. And the reason why I think that this is like the number 2 to Dior Sauvage's number 1 is because a lot of fragrances actually did clone Blue de Chanel. Actually did do a good job. You know what I mean? So they are clonable. So, you know what I mean? It's like, I actually got a lot of fragrances that smell exactly like Blue de Chanel with a higher concentration that lasts longer. But Blue de Chanel is very iconic. Chanel is very iconic. You can't get mad at it or nothing. The commercials be dope. But even when I say Dior Sauvage commercials, I like the Dior Sauvage Johnny Depp commercials over the Blue de Chanel commercials. I don't know who the hell be in the Blue de Chanel commercials. I think it's that Harry dude, if I'm not mistaken. I forgot. But it's still in the Hall of Fame, so it doesn't matter. It's like a whole bunch of people can be in the Hall of Fame. And that is the video we talking about. We're not trying to pick who best. But another fragrance I do want to say, and it's on the Hall of Fame, is this right here. This baby. Killian's Angel Share. Do I gotta even tell y'all why Killian Angel Share is in here? I think where Dolce & Gabbana, the one Eau de Parfum, was crawling, Angel Share was running. I think Dolce & Gabbana, the one Eau de Parfum, was like ooh, and it was introducing the fragrance community to a spicy, boozy fragrance. It was letting everybody know, like, hey man, y'all ever thought of this? And then it's like Killian was like, hey man, we should just make a whole fragrance line and call it the Liquors. You know what I mean? Because we really make Hennessy and we know what we doing. And that's what they did, man. They did so good with this fragrance that just like most of the fragrances up here, it spawned like what? 40 to 50 clones of it. I'm talking about the clones don't even care that they're clones. They made the bottle look like the original Angel Share bottle. And I just felt like, damn. If a fragrance company is willing to even steal your design and the scent in there, it's like, bro, you gotta be paving the way. And I knew Killian Angel Share was becoming a juggernaut when they was going up in their price like 30 to 40%. I remember when I first picked up this scent, it was like $120. Now I go to Sephora, the same bottle, it's like $275. It didn't went up, bro. it's like so many people buying it, and Killian don't even care. They gonna raise the price and they gonna make some more money because it's so popular. Okay. They also got the Angel Share Paradise. That was actually like one of the first Angel Share flankers. Like Killian almost never make flankers. They always make separate fragrances. Angel Share was so good they made a flanker, bro. You can't even complain. And then y'all knew this was coming. Y'all probably seen the video. Matter of fact, I think I'm gonna put this fragrance in a thumbnail, so y'all knew this was coming. But this is that Baccarat Rouge 540. Okay, y'all already know. You know. Okay, I don't think we got to talk about it too much. Macy's Francis Kurkdjian, and like, you know, a lot of people say that this is like a girl fragrance for some reason. They say this all the time. They be like, it's a girl fragrance, it's a girl fragrance, it's a girl fragrance. It's not a girl fragrance. Like, it's really, really not a girl fragrance. You can't even really say a fragrance is for a girl. Now, you can say it leans feminine. You can say it leans masculine. But it's all art. You know what I mean? And I don't know how females even picked what scent was theirs. I don't even know how men picked what scent was ours. Like how women got the color pink and we just let them have pink, but men got the color blue. We don't know how that happened. Girls wear skirts. We wear pants. We don't know how that happened. But sometimes in other countries you might see them in the kilt. You don't know, but I do know when it comes to fragrances, it's all subjective. None of these fragrances, matter of fact, no fragrances of all time is made for a female and made for a man. These are just fragrances, and we smell it, and if it just don't hit our vibe, then we probably say it smells like a female. Usually men come across strong, masculine, serious, stop playing with me. That's usually majority of men's vibe, is to like just be more masculine and serious and stuff like that. And if we do smell a fragrance that give off like a light-hearted, playful vibe, a little childish, a little bit, we instantly just push it to the females. I think that's what Baccarat did, especially when Ariana Grande came out with Cloud, and then that kind of solidified that Baccarat was made for the females, because Ariana Grande is a female. She made fragrances for females, and we all know that Cloud was a clone of Baccarat. But I honestly don't even look at Ariana Grande's Cloud like a clone of Baccarat. Baccarat smells way more refined. The alcohol is more richer. The ingredients is more richer. Okay, it don't smell like a girl fragrance. It smells like it's sweet. You know what I mean? But that's just the opening. It's like, are we forgetting what the drawdown smell like? The drawdown is musky and alluring. You know what I mean? Ariana Grande Cloud is like a lot of cotton candy in that, and it's still drawdown musky, but the top notes is like cotton candy, super sweet, super sweet. I don't look at that as Baccarat. Baccarat has been cloned so many times, bro. It's like, I bet almost everybody that's watching this video got a clone or got Baccarat or got something that smelled like Baccarat in their collection, whether you like it or not. Baccarat is for sure in the Hall of Fame. And lastly, for the men, I'm gonna put Polo Blue, on the simple fact that almost every single body wash that came out after Polo Blue came out smells like Polo Blue. Everybody called Polo Blue the shower gel fragrance. They even call fragrances a shower gel fragrance. Like, I be trying to tell y'all that shower gels and perfumes came out before shower gels was even thought of. First of all, Polo Blue came out before the Polo Blue shower gel scent start coming out. Okay, I do want to let y'all know that this is an older fragrance. Like my granddad has some of this, man. This came out like the early 2000s, probably like 2000, early 2000s. I don't got the number, but I don't know. My head keeps saying 2001, or is it 2002, 2003? Bro, that's almost 20 something years ago, bro. You know what I'm saying? 20 something years ago. Facts for this fragrance, and y'all keep calling it a shower gel fragrance. It's not a shower gel fragrance. It was first. Polo Blue was like top 5 fragrances of all time when it first came out, and all the shower gel companies needed a scent for that shower gel, and they copied this, and that's just what it is. This was like the first traditionally blue fragrance. Okay, like when y'all think of blue fragrances, y'all need to just give and pay homage to Polo Blue. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. Is Miyake Lotus Perhone? I wouldn't call that a blue fragrance. Jean Paul Gaultier Lamar, I wouldn't call that a blue fragrance. I'd call Cool Water a blue fragrance, but Cool Water ain't last that long. I think when Polo Blue came out and they actually said blue, that's when the blue fragrance's whole mantra was created. So Polo Blue, fire, so fire, man. I'm talking about, I remember when I got my first compliment with the Polo Blue, bro. Matter of fact, I think I had a clone of it. It was called like Classic Match. I sprayed this on. I was at Petco, bro. The lady behind the counter was just like, "You smell so good," and I just knew. I'm like, man, Polo Blue is in. Now, the last 2 fragrances is girl fragrances, and it's gonna be real quick. It's gonna be Dior, J'adore. Okay, you know, female. That's like, come on now, that's like what, one of the top 5 best female fragrances of all time. And then I'm gonna say Chanel number 5. Okay, that's one of the best fragrances of all time for the females as well. All these fragrances are in the Hall of Fame. If y'all did enjoy this type of video and y'all want another Hall of Fame video next year, comment below, and then comment some fragrances that should be in the next video next year. Okay, I love y'all so much. I'm Big Boss. Stay fly, stay looking good. I'm out.
Oh yeah, cash out.
I do not fuck with these niggas. I do not fuck with these bitches. They moving like lames. I just be doing my thing. Where am I?